So I got a DM the other day. I'm gonna make this video very short and sweet. Get right to the point. So I got a DM the other day. Somebody asking me, "Yo, Cam, do you remember the first trade you ever took?" And I thought to myself, I said, yes. The first trade I ever took was an options trade. I took a long. Um, I took a SPY call, and it made me $617. Now, as traders, we probably remember our first trade. Our biggest win slash biggest loss, which I also remember. And then we'll probably remember our most recent trade. But everything in between of that, you don't remember. You cannot tell me which trade you took on March 17th, 2024. I can't tell you what trade I took on that day. You know why? Because these trades don't matter. All of that in between is just noise. So why would you let one of these days blow you up? Why would you let one loss define you as an individual, define you as a trader? You shouldn't. Because in hindsight, in the grand scheme of things, this one loss that you may take is a drop in the bucket. And that is what I just kind of had like an epiphany in a way where like I was thinking as I seen that DM and I read it and I really thought about it, I'm like, yo, none of this really matter. Like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter, but it's so easy to get fixated and just stuck on the now and stuck on the temporary. If we take a loss, we have a bad day. It's so easy to focus on that. But yo, I can't tell you, which trade I took that blew my account last year. I blew a lot of accounts last year. I can't tell you which trade I even took earlier this year that may have blown an account of mine. Like, and I can guarantee you it was probably some BS. It was probably a trade that I could have avoided. It's probably a day where I blew up or crashed out or I broke my rules. So it's like, why are we gonna, let these days define us so bad and hyperfixate on stuff that isn't gonna really matter in the long run? We're still gonna make money. Life is still gonna go on. We're gonna continue to trade for another day. So it's like, you shouldn't let these days define you. You should not let one trade define you. And I think that this is something you should remind yourself when you are going through it in a day. If it just feels like a rough day, it feels like just keep losing, I can't catch a break, whatever the case may be, if you're losing trade stings, remind yourself that, yo, this will pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And this goes way beyond trading. Like, you can't remember, let's say you're a person that cries. You can't remember why you cried last year during March. Like, you might have cried, probably did, but you don't know. You don't really remember why. You can't really pinpoint it. 9 times out of 10, unless if it was something truly traumatizing and dramatic or traumatic, where it's like, okay, that stuck out, which is, our biggest loss, our biggest win, our first trade, what got us into trading. Maybe our last trade if you already retired, but if you are, you wouldn't be watching this video. So you feel me? So it's like, you get what I'm saying? But it's like, so yeah, like throughout our trading careers, we're going to take so many wins. We're going to take so many losses. And I think this all boils down to just the best loser wins. If you're able to control and manage your losses to the best, the best, then you will turn out on top. You will succeed. If you can be the best at emotional control, the best at just controlling how you manage these losses and mitigating them to the best of your ability, that will ultimately determine profitability, because a dummy can hop on the chart and press. I said dummy, but anybody can hop on the chart and press buy or sell and make money. At the end of the day, when you really boil it down, you can flip a coin and heads or tails, and we can make money. But it's about how you manage those losses and how you manage those in order to keep as much money in your pocket as possible is what will truly define you and truly separate you and really elevate your trading career, elevate your profitability, because anybody can win. Anybody can lose, but it's about not everybody can take a loss, stomach a loss, and manage that. Not everybody can take a loss and walk away. Not everybody can take a loss and, still go on about their day, still be productive, still be happy, still put a smile on their face. Like, a lot of people let loss define them. And I can tell you from experience, I have been that person before. I have been a person where a loss will ruin my whole day. A loss will make me want to just crash out for the day. Like, a loss made me just lose all motivation, all hope, all everything for that specific day. But no. Life is too short for one to just be, hyper fixated and focused on one separate loss for a day or whatever the case may be. Like, yo, our days are way too valuable. Our days are worth way more than, if we just blew an account that day. That account cost you $50 to $150, maybe 300 to 500 if you bought a straight to funded account. But it's like at the end of the day, these numbers are not gonna define us. These numbers are not ultimately gonna matter in the long run. You're gonna make the money back. You know, you're going to go to work, you're gonna do whatever you gotta do to get that money back. But that money is not gonna never come back to you. So stop worrying about it. You will be perfectly fine, yo. And what I've learned throughout my journey is that God will always give you a way out. Speaking for myself, whether that way out or that window may be big or small, there will always be a window and there will always be light at the end of the tunnel, whether you may feel like that or not. I can personally say I have felt times where I have a pretty big light. I can see it. I'm right there. Okay, I can do this. I'm good. And I've also had times where that window has felt small and I'm like, damn, I don't know what's next. Like, I kind of do, but I'm still hesitant. I'm still trying to figure it out. I've been on both ends of the spectrum and I can tell y'all, God will never put you anywhere where you can't be. He will never put you anywhere where you can't handle, where you can't manage, and where you're not supposed to be at. Everywhere that you go is for a reason. Everything you do is for a lesson, and it's ultimately to build you and grow you as an individual. Stop dwelling. Stop worrying about one losing day, one day where you blew up, one day where you got emotional. Like, yo, we're human. That stuff happens. You're not the only one, and it won't be the last time it happens to you. So why are you going to let it define you and dwell on it? I'm kind of out of breath from talking that much, but that's kind of. I'm gonna end the video right here. I'm about to go take this final exam. I hope y'all enjoy it. This little yap session. I hope y'all can gain from it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching. I didn't even do an intro on this, but I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for all the support. Like, comment, subscribe. Free Discord in my bio. My Instagram in my bio. Want to reach out, ask questions, do that. Come join up. Hey, y'all have a blessed rest of y'all day. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. As a matter of fact, one more thing too. That kind of stems back into what I was talking about prior. Trust your system because all of this is a part of a statistic. There's no system that has 100% win rate. Like, that losses are supposed to come. So why are you dwelling and why are you tripping about a loss if you know that it's part of a winning system? Losers are part of a winning system. The best trader loses. Michael Jordan missed jump shots. Steph Curry misses jump shots from time to time. So it's like an elevator right here. Why are you letting this one loss affect you? Why are you being so hurt from this one loss? The only time losses really should ever hurt is if you did something you weren't supposed to do. You might have taken this trade outside your system. You got greedy. You over risked. You under risk. Whatever the case may be, and that's all problems within you that you will fix over time and will come with just experience that you will be able to get through. So why are you even tripping? Why are you dwelling about it? Losers are supposed to come. Ultimately. Point blank period. Losers are going to come. There will never be a time that, you may go on a winning streak where you don't lose for a while, but that loser will come. You will lose eventually. And it's 100% fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody loses. I lose. The best traders in the world lose. I'm not even trying to compare myself to the best people in the world, but I'm just trying to make it relatable to you. Understand that these losses will come. Yes, they will burn. Yes, they may hurt. They may sting, but it's supposed to happen. Every system has losers. Every statistic is a statistic for a reason. It's probability. There's no guarantees in this world, in this life, in the market. So I'll leave y'all with that though. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.